Hi everyone, good evening. I welcome you all to another series of our aptitude lectures. And today the topic we are going to discuss is simple and compound interest. Now, what is the basis of taking this chapter into our consideration? Because this is the chapter which is considered to be the simplest of all. Okay. And secondly, this is the most practical chapter or the most applicative chapter that you can come across aptitude. Why? Because every one of us are having bank accounts. Okay, in that bank account we deposit money, we get the interest on them. So question might be asked that how much interest do you get? Okay, and also there are various other scenarios as well where we need to discuss about this interest topic. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's start with this. Okay, now what is the very first thing that we need to know about this interest? Okay, basically whenever we'll be talking about the interest, then we will be talking about two kinds of interest. One is known as a simple, and the other one is your compound. We need to talk about the simple interest and we need to talk about the compound interest. Now let me give you a very quick example that will help you to distinguish between the two. In case of simple interest, I gave you a particular amount of money. I said that you have to return me the money in, let's say, 10 days, and every single day I will take the interest of 5%. So that means that every single day I will take 5% of the sum that I have given. Let's say I have given you 1000 rupees. So 5% of 1000, that is rupees 50. So every day I will take 50 rupees from you. That means at the end of 10 days, 50 tens of 500. That means I will take 500 extra from you. Is that clear? Now take the other scenario in case of compound interest. Compound interest says that if I have given you 1000 rupees for 10 days at 5% interest, that means after first day 5% will be added, 1000 plus 50, 1050. So for the other day 5% will not be on rupees 1000, it will be on rupees 1050. Are you getting this? So simple interest means there is a particular sum of money. Okay, that particular sum of money is known as the principal. Okay, in that principal I will be putting some interest. Okay, interest will be at a particular rate, and that interest will be for a particular time. Let's say in this question I have given you amount of rupees 1000 for the interest of 5% for 10 days. So that is a scenario in this question. And after this, the money that will be returned or the net thing that I will get at the end, this will be known as amount. Okay, so what are the various things we need to discuss? We need to know about the principal. Principal is the amount on which the interest will be calculated. Interest is the rate which will be added. Okay, time, the duration for which the interest is being considered, and the amount is the final sum that I am getting at the end of our whole discussion. Is that clear? Okay, now another thing that I wanted to discuss importantly is what is simple and compound. So simple means there is a principal, and for that principal interest will be calculated. In case of compound, for a particular principal, interest will be added to the principal. Again interest will be calculated for it. Okay, again that interest will be added to the principal. Okay, again for this interest will be calculated for a particular time and the principal will be added, and this whole scenario will continuously take place. Is that clear? Okay, perfect. So let me start the discussion with our simple interest. Now I want to discuss this topic in a very easy fashion, okay, so that you can solve this in your quick brain as well, okay, without using the paper and pen. For simple interest, remember the formula of your interest amount or the interest money is equal to P into I into R. Okay, it's IRT upon P. Okay, what is the formula? The formula for simple interest is simple. What does it mean? It means, sorry just for the lag. So what is the formula for simple interest? The formula of the interest amount is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Okay, this is the interest amount. What is the total amount? The formula of total amount is, just in this case assume that how much what I have given to you the principal. So you will return me the principal amount along with the interest amount. So what is the formula of amount? Amount is equal to principal plus interest. Is this clear? Okay, and what is the interest amount? Principal multiplied by the rate for the time upon 100. Okay, I hope that's clear. Now let us take an example for proper understanding. Okay, the question says that Ankit takes 5,000 from Vaibhav for 3 years at an interest of 10% per annum. Okay, remember annum means per year. Annum means per year. So what is given to you? Ankit has taken 5,000 rupees. So that means the principal amount is 5,000. For how much time it is being taken? So the time it is taken for 3 years. And what is the rate? Rate is 10% per annum means per year. Okay. What is the amount paid to the Ankit to the Vaibhav at the end of 3 years? Okay. So let us remove this sentence. Okay. This sentence is completely useless for this. Okay. I'm sorry for this. Yeah. What is the amount returned to Ankit at the end of 3 years? Okay. So what I can say from here, the amount returned will be equal to the amount that is principal plus the interest. And what is the value of the interest money? Interest money is P into R into T upon 100. What is P? 5,000. What is the rate? 10% for 3 years upon 100. Okay. So 0000 gets cancelled. It will be 1,500. Okay. So what is the principal money? Principal money is 5,000. What is the interest? At the end of 3 years, I will pay 1,500 extra as the interest. So that will be equal to 6,500. Okay. I hope that's clear. Is this clear, guys? Okay. I hope you got to understand of how to solve this kinds of question. Okay. So these are the typical questions that are being asked on the simple interest. Okay. Now, what is the other kind of interest I need to talk about? The other kind of interest that I was talking about is known as the compound interest. Compound interest. Okay. Now let me give you an example so that you can understand this in much better form. Okay. So let us say I have given you rupees 1,000 for 5% per year. Okay, for 5% per year. So I will be calculating what is the amount that will be returned at the end of 3 years. Let us say what is the amount returned at the end of 3 years. So first, on the first year, 5% will be added on 1,000. So 1,000 plus 5% of 1,000, 5% of 1,000. What does it mean? 1,000 plus 5 by 100 of 1,000. Okay, so that is how much? That is 50. So that is equal to 1,050. For the next year, what will be done? Now 1,050 plus 5% of 1,000 plus 5% of 1,000. Okay, so that means 1,050 plus 5 by 100 of 1,050. 1,050. What does it mean? It means that 0 and 0 gets cancelled, and what is left to me? 1,050 plus this will be 525, 52.5. That is equal to 1,102.5. Okay, so this is for the second year. At the end of third year, now 5% will be added to it. So this will be equal to how much? This will be 1,102.5 plus 1,102.5 of 5%. That means 5 by 100. Okay, so that will give me how much? 1102.5 plus this will be equal to 52155. Okay, upon 2 digits. So yeah, so that will be equal to how much? That will be equal to 7511. Okay, so that will be equal to 1157.65. That is the money that will be returned. What happened in case of simple interest? If I used to calculate the simple interest for this, so I will say that the interest money will be equal to 1,000 into rate into the time, that is 3 years, by 100. So this will be equal to how much? So this will be 150. So the amount will be equal to how much? Amount will be 1,000 plus 150, that is equal to 1,150. In simple interest, I got 1,150 rupees. In case of compound interest, for this every whole scenario, I got 1,157.65 rupees. So how much profit? Extra I have got 7.625 rupees. It seems too small. Just think instead of 1,000 rupees, I have taken 1 lakh rupees. I have took 1 crore rupees. Just assume that for 1 crore rupees, how much would be the money be? it, like, you can just assume that instead of 7 rupees and 65 paise, it would be around 7 lakh and 65 paise. Sorry, 7 lakh 62,500. Can you assume what is the difference if you keep it simple and what is the difference if you keep it compound? Therefore, compound interest is said to be much better. Okay, I hope you got to know this. So, sir, every time I have to calculate this individually, like I have to go through all of this formula? No, you do not need to go through all of this formula. Okay. In case of compound interest, what is the formula? The formula of amount is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 to the power of T. What is the formula? Amount is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 into T. And what is the formula of compound interest? Compound interest is simply equal to PR by 100 times of T. Okay, sorry, P multiplied by RT upon 100. That is the simple thing you have to remember. Okay. So I hope guys you understand this. Okay, you do not need to calculate the formula of compound interest everywhere. You have to just calculate the amount, and I hope the amount is clear to you. Okay, like instead, if I will give you another method, if you want to calculate the compound interest, just subtract amount with the principal. That will be much better. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Okay, what is the formula of amount in case of compound interest? The formula of amount is P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 times of T. Okay, or what you can do is simply, if you want to calculate the compound interest value, simply subtract the amount with the principal. Got it? Perfect. So let's begin with some of the question. Okay, the question says that if the okay, what you can simply assume, if the amount is 2.25 times of the sum after 2 years at compounded annually, then the rate of interest per annum will be how much? So how to calculate this question? Well, it's easy. Okay, how can I do so? It is said that the amount is 2.25 times of the sum. Let us say that the principal that I need to take here is equal to P. Okay, therefore amount is how much? 2.25 times of P. Therefore I can say in case of compound interest, A is equal to P plus 1 upon R by 100 times of T. Okay, I hope that's right. So I can say here that what is the value of amount in this question? Amount is 2.25 P is equal to P upon 1 plus R by 100 into what is the time given? So the time is given as 2 years. Okay, this will be get cancelled. This is a square. This square will go this side and it will become under root. So under root of 2.25 is equal to 1 plus R by 100. So what is under root 2.25? It's 1.5. Okay, so 1.5 is equal to 1 plus R by 100. So R by 100 is equal to 1.5 minus 1, that is equal to 0.5. So I will say R is equal to 0.5 into 100. Okay, so how much is that equal to? That is equal to your 50%. What is the rate of interest? 50% rate of interest. Okay, remember that this is a very huge rate of interest. Just see that I have taken, let's say, 1000 rupees for you. Okay, and I am giving you 50% as interest. I am giving you 500 rupees extra. Okay, that is too high. Okay, fine. Let us calculate for this question. What percent of return will be required for 3000 to become 3393 if the rate is compounded annually for a period of 3 years? Okay, now you have to say that what is the rate of interest, rate of return. Basically it is the rate of interest only. Okay, the same language for all of these. Okay, how to calculate this? So what is the amount? Amount is 3993. Okay, what is the principal? Principal is 3000. Perfect. So I can say A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R upon 100 times of T. So 3993 is equal to 3000, 1 plus rate, okay, I don't know, by 100, sorry, by 100 upon the time period, that is 3. So I can say upon 3000 is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 to the power of cube. Okay, so that gives me a value. This will be equal to 1000. Okay, and this will be equal to 1331. That means 1331 by 1000 and a cube root is equal to 1 plus r upon 100. Well, if you not get the approximate value, you can see that this is around this is having at the end 1, so this is something around 11. So I can say 11 by 10 is equal to 1 plus r by 100. So that is 11 by 10 minus 1 is equal to r by 100. Simply 1 by 10 is equal to r by 100. Just solve this, you will get r is equal to 10%. What is the rate of return? The rate of return is 10% annually. 10% annually. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay, perfect guys. A principal becomes due in 1 year when compounded half yearly. Okay, at r is equal to half yearly means you are given the time period is equal to 1 by 2. Remember, time period is 1 by 2 whenever you are given half yearly or something like that. Okay, so this is a homework question guys, try this. Okay, sounds perfect. Let us now move to another basic concept which you have to calculate. Okay, remember, there are certain rules. Okay, rule of 72, rule of 114, okay, and rule of 144. Okay, just assume the question says I have given you 1000 rupees. After how much? Okay, I have given you 1000 rupees and I have given you the rate of, let's say, 10%. After how many years will it become 2 times? Okay, after how many times it will become 2 times? Okay, so whenever the amount is getting doubled, you have to follow the rule of 72. In case of double, what is the rule? The rule is of 72. Okay, let me take with another one now. Okay, it is the rule of double. Okay, yeah, it is the rule of 72. Whenever you are being said that what is it for triple, okay, what is required for 3 times or triple, then that time you have to remember you have to follow the rule of 114. And if the question says that how much time will it take or how much rate it will take to become quadruple, or you can say to become 4 times. So in case of 4 times, the rule will be applied for 144. Now what is this rule? It says that if you want to make anything double, if you want to make the amount double, you will say rate multiplied by time, that must be is equal to 72. Rate multiplied by time is equal to 72. If you want to make it triple, okay, what is given to you? It will given rate multiplied by time is equal to 140. And if you want to make it 4 times, rate multiplied by time must be equal to 144. Okay, I know it may be a bit difficult. Okay, let's take a question and understand this. A particular sum of money double itself in 8 years when interest rate is compounded annually. What is the interest rate? So it is said that the amount is getting doubled. Okay, so what will I apply? I will apply rule of 72. Rate multiplied by time must be equal to 72. What is the rate? Rate is 8% annually. What is the time? I need to calculate upon 72. 9. Time is equal to 9 years. How much years will it take? How much year will it take? It will take 9 years to get that value. Is that clear? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It is given to you. You have to calculate the rate and the time is given as 8 years. Okay. So that means that rate will be equal to 9%. What is the interest rate at this particular question? It is 9%. Okay, isn't it so easy? If you do not know this formula, what you can do? R is equal, you require A is equal to P1 plus R upon 100 T. Okay, so what is given to you? A is equal to 2 times. So 2 times of P upon P, 1 plus R upon 100 into the time. So what is the time? Time is given as 8. Okay, it gets cancelled. So 2 root to the power of 8 is equal to 1 plus R upon 100. Doesn't it seem to be so difficult? What is the under root power 8 of 2? I don't know. So in this kind of thing, it will become so complicated and it becomes so difficult. Okay, so what you can simply do, so there are just simple 3 formulas. Okay, 72, 114 and 144. Remember, your all questions will be done in a very easy fashion. Okay guys, okay, it's too hard. Perfect. So let us understand this question. A particular sum of money double itself in 6 years. Okay, how many years will the amount take to 4 times the original at the same rate of interest? Good question. How to do this? It is said that what is the time taken to be doubled? Time taken to be doubled is 6 years. So what is the rate? I can calculate. 6 years into rate is equal to 72. So I get the rate is equal to 12%. So what is the interest rate in this particular question? The interest rate is equal to 12%. Okay. After how much time it will become 4 times? So what is the formula for 4 times? Remember, for 4 times, okay, what I know the rule of 144. So I will say 12% multiplied by the time is equal to 144. That will get cancelled. It's 12. So the time taken will be 12 years. Okay. So what is known to me? In 6 year it will become double, and in 12 year it will become 4 times. Okay. Okay guys, I hope you understood. Okay, perfect. Let me take another one. Okay, now the next question says that a person bought a television of rupees 3500 with 8% annual interest compounded annually. At the end of first year he paid rupees 7800, and at the second year he paid a sum of rupees 8000. How much will he have to pay at the end of third year to clear his debt? Understand? Okay, what is given to you? You are given that he has, what is the principal amount? The principal amount is 35,000. What is the rate of interest? Rate of interest is 8%. Okay. Now, at the end of first year, he paid rupees 7,800. At the end of second year, he paid rupees 8,000. Now, how much he have to pay at the end of third year to clear all his debt? Okay. If I ask you that, like what you can understand in this particular question. So basically, if the principal amount was 3500, okay, and the rate is 8%, so can I say here that at this particular time or at this particular condition, oh, I'm so sorry, pardon guys, okay, yeah. So what was I saying? That just assume that here I am having 3500. What is the total amount at the end of first year? At the end of first year, can I say it will be 35,000 plus 8% of 35,000? Definitely yes. So that will be equal to 35,000 plus 8 by 100 of 35,000. Okay, so 0000 gets cancelled. 35 8s are, so that will be, I think, 2800. Yeah. So 35,000 plus 2800, that is equal to 37,800. Now of 37,800, how much had he paid? He had paid 7,800. So what is left to me? So I am left with about 30,000. What is left to me? 30,000. Now 30,000 is left. So for the next year, 8% will be applied on what? 8% will be applied on, 8% will be applied on 30,000. So I will say at the end of second year, what is the amount I have to pay? I have to pay 30,000 plus 30,000 of 8% plus 8% of 30,000. I'm sorry for that. Yeah. So that will be equal to 30,000 plus 8 by 100 of 30,000. Okay. That gets cancelled here. So that is equal to 30,000 plus 2,400. That is equal to 32,400. Now of 32,400, how much had he paid? He had paid 8,000 rupees. So what is left? So at the end of second year, how much money is left? That is left 24,400. 24,400 is left. So at the end of third year, I will pay 24,400 plus 8% of this. So 24,400 plus 8% of 24,400. Okay, that's the right answer. So 24,400 plus 2400. Sorry, yeah, 2400 into 8 by 100. 0000 gets cancelled. So 24,400 plus 2. This will be 7. 2 left in hand. So 18. So that is equal to 2 7. This will be equal to 2, and this will be equal to 6. 26,272. I guess there might be a calculation mistake. Okay, not issue at all. Well, I hope you understood this, right? Okay, if you understood this, best of you. I think Just a minute, okay? Just give me a moment. Let me calculate it again. So I can write 8 4s are 2, in hand 3. Oh, yeah, it was my mistake. 1952. So when you will solve this, you will get, yeah, 26,352. Pardon me for the calculation mistake. Yeah, it's 26,352. So at the end of third year, pay 26,352. Your all dues will be clear. I hope that's clear. Okay, perfect. This question is also a homework question for you guys. You can attempt this one. Okay, let's check this one. Okay, the question says the compound interest on a certain sum of money for 2 years is 420 and the simple interest for the same time is rupees 400. Calculate the rate of percent. Okay, not issue at all. Okay, what is given to me? Do I know the principal amount? No, I don't know the principal amount. I know the compound interest. Compound interest is given to me. Okay, and here simple interest is given to me. Simple interest is 400. Compound interest is how much? Compound interest is given to me 420. Can I say compound interest is amount minus principal? Similarly, simple interest is amount minus principal. Okay, you can simply say that it is equal to P into R into T upon 100. This is given as 400. So I can simply say P into R into T. What is the time period? So time period is given as 2 years. This is equal to 400 multiplied by 100. 2 gets cancelled. This is 200. So I can say P multiplied by R. This is equal to how much? This is equal to 20,000. Is that clear? Okay. What is A minus P? So in this particular question, A minus P is equal to 420. So what is A? P 1 plus R upon 100 into square is equal to how much? This is equal to 420. So I have no other option. Okay, instead of just solving this all. So what I can do is I can simply take this as P into 1 plus R by 100, A plus B whole square. This is equal to A square plus B square plus 2 into A into B. This is equal to 420. Okay, so I can say P 1 plus R square by 10,000 plus 2R by 100. This is equal to 420. Okay, sounds good. So I can say P plus PR square by 10,000 is equal to plus 2 PR by 100. This is equal to 420. Okay, what I can simply do is I can simply take this P plus this can be written as P. I can write PR into R by 10,000 plus 2 into PR. What is the value of PR? Okay, right now let us simply write it PR. Okay, upon 100. This is equal to 420. I know the value of PR. PR is equal to 20,000. Just put the value of PR over here. Okay, and believe me, you will be able to solve this question. Okay, so I hope guys you understood this question. Okay, solve this as your homework. Believe me, this is not a hard question. Okay, so with this we are done with the topic of simple and compound interest. Let me give you the overall summary. You just need to see whether the question is asking me simple interest or the compound interest. If it's simple interest, interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100 and the amount is principal plus the interest. Okay, and if you are there to calculate the compound interest, so compound interest you can't calculate it individually. You can do amount minus principal. What is the amount value? P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of time. Okay, that's all what you require. Okay, so with this we are done with this chapter. Okay, all the very best wishes to you. Keep on solving the questions. Okay, believe me, aptitude is very easy. Only you have to solve the questions that are there in front of you. Okay, so do the maximum amount of question. All the questions are available on our website. You can just visit them, check the questions out from website and solve them. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you guys. Have a great day.